Ben's Rangers postgame show and a walk of victory. Ranger fans depart the Garden in a good mood after another good 60 minutes on home ice. Rangers over the Flyers 4-1 as we welcome you into our Delta MSG studios and the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. Hi, everyone. John Giannone alongside Steve Valiquette. We talked about would the Rangers be able to pick up where they left off having not played in 4 days, and boy, did they ever.
I think it helps a little bit, too, that Philadelphia now is on a 7-game winless streak. A lot of this game, I think, boiled down to the Philadelphia Flyers, and at times I thought their lack of efforts, compete. I thought they surged a little bit after the Rangers killed the 5-minute power play, but they only surged because they didn't want to get embarrassed in this game. I don't think at any time was this Rangers win in jeopardy. There wasn't any time that I thought that the Philadelphia Flyers were going to take it over and the Rangers weren't going to be able to handle them. So it ended up the way that I saw it was, well, did I say 4-1 pretty early on, about halfway through the game?
Yeah. You got that sense for sure.
I did.
Yeah. And, you know, for the Rangers, it was on the scoreboard early, less than 4 minutes in, find themselves on the power play, and it was the second power play unit after an ineffective minute 30 or so from the first unit that was able to cash in, and it was the guy at the point.
Trouba's game's been very direct, and this was even surprising to me. He's third on the team behind Kreider and Zibanejad in the month of November in scoring chances. He's been there. He's been getting there, and he's been contributing, and it's been very obvious to me that he's very predictable to his teammates. Everyone's got their sticks in position. You see Hedl right here. He knows it's coming. Off the wall, Trouba doesn't dust the puck off. He goes backhand, forehand to the net. Everybody knows that he's going to be in position on the point. He's going to be in that right corner. Everybody's getting set up. The shot's coming. And this is a simplified power play. When the second unit's out there, they want to play catch up top and bombs away. Carter Hart can't see a thing. He's got his teammates in front of him. He's got the Rangers in front of him, and Lafreniere and Hedl. And it may have taken Trouba a moment to know who exactly was screening the goalie, but in effect, when it gets back to the point and you have somebody playing just like he is, with a lot of confidence, he's very quick with his stick right now, and he's getting those opportunities.
Yeah, now 4 goals for Jacob Trouba. That ties him with Adam Fox for the team lead among defensemen. Heck, it's the same number of goals that Mika Zibanejad has this year. So the Rangers were off and running 1-0 at that point, less than 6 minutes later. A guy we talked about a little bit in the pregame, Dave Maloney, kind of focused on him and moving into that line with Panarin and Strome, and that's Dryden Hunt, who is very much taking advantage of an opportunity he's been given.
Doesn't the lines feel like they are what they should be right now? Everybody's slotted in perfectly, and that's why they're able to play this way, because guys like Dryden Hunt have really captured a role, and they're comfortable playing there. Not everybody can play with Strome and Panarin, and it says a lot about this young man. We know he was a scorer. Lindgren and Fox, like most goals that we see, the Rangers begin in their own zone, but they get it out quickly. And at this point in the game, the Rangers were really dominating, too. They were able to move the puck east to west as frequently as they wanted to. But this is the second opportunity. Now, Hunt is trying to go high here. You can see the wedge on his stick. I'm thinking here that Hart believes the shot is going high, so his momentum is going up, and he's late to get down to the ice, and oftentimes that happens. Sometimes we call that an anticipation guess, and he was guessing. He wasn't knowing, Hart was, and that's why that puck goes in. But you know why I give Hunt a lot of credit, too, is he got robbed earlier in that shift and then stayed out there and stayed on the puck, and the Rangers all look like that tonight. Yeah,
so Dryden Hunt, who scored in Boston and took out a camera along the way, scores again, now 3 on the season. Rangers had a 2-0 lead at that point that they took into the second period, and before the fans were even back in their seats from intermission, who else? Chris Kreider with his 16th of the year.
So this is where the game really looked like it was out of sorts for Philadelphia. The Rangers were having their way with them. They were doing whatever they wanted. They went across the ice, recovered after every single scoring chance. And this is where I think the game actually did click on for Philadelphia. After they got scored on, they tried to just calm the game down. But at this point, it was wide open. And Zibanejad just puts it out to area here for Kreider. Kakko and Zibanejad are going to the net. This is the first scoring opportunity that they get at the net. They're quick to recover and very bad on the backhand as Philadelphia. Terrible in their own zone. Lots of wide open space and time. They can't get back into their structure, so Kreider goes east to west again. Kakko brings the puck back to the middle of the ice. Everybody's turned the wrong way for the Flyers. Space and time, and Kreider does a nice job there too, avoiding the post, and not getting into a little bit of trouble.
So here we are, after 21 games. Only 2 players in the entire league have more goals than Chris Kreider. Leon Draisaitl of Edmonton and Ovi in Washington. Chris Kreider now with 16. Remember, he's never scored 30 in a season. He's more than halfway there, and we've only played 21 games. It's remarkable. We heard Sam say on the broadcast he's only gone once this year where he's gone 2 games without a goal, and tonight he made sure that it didn't happen again.
You know, I was looking at all of his goals and where he's scoring from again. It's nice just to look at this, and I don't have a day job, so I get to look at a lot of video, and everyone else is busy.
That is your day job.
Yeah, that's my day job. But it's amazing now that he's adding range. He's getting himself away from the net. And it's funny that you look at Ovechkin in that graphic. He's only had 1 goal from the OV office this year. He's been scoring off of rebounds. But the point is that goal scorers do have to change their way to score. It can't be that predictable for everybody around the net on coverage. Kreider's adding a few different dimensions.
So 3-0 at that point, and all in support of a guy who now has 12 wins on the season, a guy who stole a game for large part in Boston with what he did, especially early in that game last Friday, the last time the Rangers played, and was able to, again, as we said with the team, pick up where he left off, and that's Igor Shesterkin. 33 saves, goals against goes down, save percentage goes up. Another day at the office for him.
He's got everybody in the league talking about him. At the quarter pole of the NHL season, he is the Vezina favorite. Everybody thinks at this point right now that is really in tune with the game that he's the best goalie in the league, or he's playing at the highest level of all the top goalies in the league. And I don't disagree, John. He's making saves at moments in the game that really secure everybody. It makes everybody feel like everything's taken care of. We're going to be okay. Getting the team out of the 5-minute power play that Philadelphia did have 8 shots on, and he comes out of his game here, and he's got that heroic save where he loses his stick, freezes the puck. He's got no stick on this play, and he makes 3 saves during this time, the best of which was right here. Oh, we didn't get it, but that was the save on Atkinson was really the best one. I think these guys are just getting used to him playing well. You know, they're just very comfortable with Igor Shesterkin taking over for Lundqvist and being the guy. And you see it every night. It's just confidence through the lineup. 7
saves on that 5-minute shorthanded situation for the Rangers, and that was a huge element in the game because the Flyers could have scored and kept scoring, and only Morgan Frost's goal midway through the game beat Igor Shesterkin on a night where he wins for the 12th time this season. A night that was capped with Artemi Panarin with a steal and an empty net goal, his 6th of the season. Panarin with another multi-point night, and all part of a 4-1 Rangers win over the Flyers. Tonight's betting recap is presented for the people by Caesars Sportsbook. Your app is ready. Rangers, you figured, would come in a heavy favorite. They were. They covered, and the under was the winning bet as well. Plenty more to come on the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. A fascinating conversation about officiating in tonight's game when we come back.